Hello, 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 and welcome to another rendition of Math is Easy, step by step. So, we're looking at a GED type of math assessment problem where you have the values for x equals p to the fifth power. You have a value for y, which is equal to p to the negative 2 power. And then you have a value for z, which is equal to 1 over p. So let's just jump right on in here to it. So which option below expresses x divided by y raised to the second power in terms of p? We have option A, p, option B, p to the third power, option C, p to the 14th power, and option D, p to the ninth power. Now I want you to remember what the values of x and y are equal to. In just a moment, we're going to substitute the value of x, p to the fifth power, everywhere you see x. We're going to substitute the value of y. If y equals p to the negative 2, then I can substitute everywhere I see a y, p to that negative 2 power. And then we'll follow the order of operations, the rules for exponential powers for power to a power, and the quotient rules in order to solve and find our answer A, B, C, or D. Now, a very quick test taking strategy. If you understand the power to a power, you will understand that this A, which is represented by P, which shows the invisible 1, P to the invisible 1 power, right? You most likely can eliminate that value. But we're not going to absolutely eliminate it. We got to do a little bit of work. But that's something to keep an eye on. If you're taking these exams, you want to keep an eye on that. Just to be sure you can solve the problem just like I'm about to show you. So step one, all right, we are going to substitute the variable P5 everywhere you see x, right? And then we'll substitute the value variable p to the negative 2 everywhere you see the y. So here's the original expression, x divided by y raised to the second power. So again, x is equal to p to the fifth power, so I'll substitute p to the fifth power for x. Y is equal to p to the negative 2 exponential power, so that's what I'll substitute for the y. Now, don't forget, these are both raised to the second power. You don't want to forget, because that will alter your answer. Okay? Moving forward, step two, you want to follow the exponential quotient rule. All right, I'm going to show you that on this next paper I have set up for you. But also understand there's more than one way to solve this particular, or simplify this particular type of expression. And I will show you that in part 2 video when we move forward. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at what we're going to do for the quotient rule as we move forward here. Now, following the quotient rule, right? Exponential quotient rule. Okay, so we have an exponent, and quotient means the answer to a division problem, right? So we need to follow the rule for a quotient, which again is the answer to a division problem. And anytime you're dividing with exponents, you subtract the exponents, right? That's the rule. You subtract the exponents. And you keep the base the same. If the base is the same, you keep the same base. So let's go ahead and see what that looks like moving forward. I kind of want to go slow here. I don't want to give away too much. And so, again, there's more than one way to solve this particular type of problem. And so what I'm first going to do, I've already substituted the values for x and y. You see them here. And the rule is when you have the bases the same, in this case is p, the base will be the same in your answer. The rule when you are dividing with exponential powers, the rule is you subtract. So this is going to be 5 minus a negative 2. And that's what I'm showing you right over here. 5 minus a negative 2. Don't forget when you're rewriting each of these steps to carry that power of a power of 2 with you each time. So 5 minus negative 2, that's the quotient rule. We have these two negatives. You distribute the negative attached to the subtraction or that negative value, negative invisible 1, times a negative 2 is a positive 2. Check out my videos on invisible ones. I go through and I explain this clearly. So now it's 5 plus 2. 5 plus 2 is 7. And don't forget, this is raised to a power of 2, a power of a power. Okay, it's very important we follow those steps. And if I'm going too fast, please stop, pause, rewind, and watch the video again. It will help you in understanding. So now we're going to take the exponential power to a power rule, right? Which allows you to multiply the exponents. Okay, allows you to multiply the exponents. So in backing up a little bit, when you have a power, p to the 7th power, raised to another power, power to a power, there's an exponential rule. Check out my videos on exponents. I made a bunch, I think it was 9 different exponential rules I go over. Check them out. It will help you to understand how to manipulate exponential powers depending on your situation, right? So here we have a power to a power. The rule is that you can multiply. 7 times 2 is what I'm showing you here. 7 times 2 is p to the 14. Our answer is C. Our answer is C. All right, so what I'd like to do in the next following video, part 2 to this particular video, is show you the alternative methods you could have used in solving this particular type of problem. And I'll follow up at the very end with showing you how you could do an internet search for different types of worksheets that help you practice these different exponential powers and different skills you need to know in order to answer this type of GED test question problem. Thank you for joining me. Math is easy. Take it step by step.